morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. The 55th commencement exercises of SUNY Schenectady are officially open. I ask that you please stand and remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by SUNY Schenectady music student Cameron Moore.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you very much. Good morning again, and welcome to SUNY Schenectady's 55th commencement as we celebrate the class of 2025. Yes, right. First, a little bit of housekeeping. May I please respectfully ask everyone to silence your phones. We all want to be present. Silence your phones. Thank you. It is my honor to welcome the Board of Trustees, Chair Ann Fleming Brown, and other distinguished trustees here today. Gary Hughes, Chair of the Schenectady County Legislature, and my esteemed colleagues on the President's Council, as well as other honored guests. My sincere gratitude to our keynote speaker, Mr. Angelo Mazzone, SUNY Schenectady's alumni and successful business owner, for joining us here today. Thank you, sir. We are honored. A big thank you also to student trustee Imani Roman Buckley, today's student speaker. Imani, thank you. You'll hear from both shortly. I would like to take this time to recognize everyone here who is not wearing a cap and gown. That means all the family members, friends, mentors of our graduates. Thank you for being their vision supporters. Class of 2025, let us give a big round of applause to your professors, advisors, and employees here at the college. They all supported you throughout your journey. All right. Class of 2025, you did it. This is a special day, the culmination of your hard work. You are here, seated before us, because you kept a promise to yourselves to complete your degrees, certificates, and micro-credentials. You honored yourselves, and that is important. You didn't give up. You understood the assignment, You should be very proud of yourselves, just as I am proud of each and every one of you. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Please cherish the friendships you have made here and everything you have learned, both in your classes and labs and during your free time. Whether you were an SGA senator or in a member of our esports team, the Criminal Justice Club, or you did an internship, like the students who went to Kentucky Derby last month, whether you hung out with horses and goats on the quad during Springfest, or studied with your friends. In the same study room every day in the Learning Commons, you made friendships and you made memories. Those are memories that you live with for the rest of your lives, and that is special. Many of you, and I know many of you, were working before and after classes. Some of you were doing your homework at the same table where your kids were doing theirs. Some of you were taking care of other family members while going to school. And all of you learned how to balance your college courses with everything else going on in your lives. That's not always easy to do. That is no small feat. Well done, well done. Now, let me take a moment to boast about the class of 2025. Today, we are honoring 393 graduates. 131 of you earned your AS degrees. 74 of you are earning your AAS degrees. 98 of you are earning your certificates. 36 of you are earning your AA degrees. 37 of you are earning your AOS degrees. And 23 of you are earning your micro-credentials. We have 16 early college high school students who are graduating with their associate's degree at the same time they are graduating with their high school diplomas. Your average GPA was 3.12. That's impressive. The average age of the class of 2025 is 27 years old, and our youngest graduate is 16. And our other graduate is 65 years old. And we have 4 international students graduating today from South Korea, India, Guyana, and Brazil. There are 5 military veterans in the class of 2025. Veterans who are graduating, please stand up so that we can thank you for your service. Thank you. Most of you are from the capital region, but we do have other counties represented here today. You may have noticed the cords and stores worn by some of our graduates draped on their robes. Gold and blue is worn by those in the prestigious Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Indeed. White stores are worn by our Student Government Association, student leaders. Gold and blue stores are worn by graduates from the Educational Opportunity Program, EOP. And red, white, and blue codes honor our student veterans and recognize their brave service to our country. So, as your president, that is my boasting about the class of 2025. Graduates, you now have the firm foundation you need to go on to pursue further education, your bachelor's degrees, or to begin your careers. You are prepared to meet any challenges head on. Remember to look at change as a privilege, not something to be feared. After all, you didn't know what would lie ahead of you when you first enrolled at SUNY Schenectady, and you succeeded. As you live here, keep your minds and hearts open. There are so many possibilities out there for you. You might not see the reward right away, but a lot of times the reward is in the doing, in the journey itself. I want you to take a good look around at other members of the class of 2025 seated next to you, in your row, in the rows in front and behind you. You are all now SUNY Schenectady alumni. You join our alumni family of more than 21,000 graduates. Please keep in touch with one another and with us. Remember, the college is always here for you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Anne Fleming Brown, who brings greetings from the trustees. Madam Chair, please.
Thank you, Dr. Mono. Good morning, everyone, especially the members of the class of 2025. I'm so happy to be with you all this morning. I'm looking out at so many smiling faces with slightly damp mortarboards. Not only our graduates, but everyone who is here supporting them today. What a great feeling. I join my fellow college trustees and members of the foundation board in saying how very proud we are of the class of 2025. Hold your heads high today because you have earned this moment. You have accomplished something amazing, earning your college degree, certificate, or micro-credential. You have opened the door to so many more opportunities. As you leave here today, keep the momentum going. Celebrate this moment. Soak up all the feelings. Congratulate your friends. Give them a big hug. Thank your families. Take as many selfies as you can in your cap and gown. Then take some more with your professors. Enjoy this special day. To all of the parents, children, sisters, brothers, friends, and other vision supporters out there today, a heartfelt thank you. Your support has meant so much to our graduates, and we appreciate the many ways you have been there for them. Congratulations, graduates. We're so proud of you. I'd like to introduce Gary Hughes, my fellow trustee and chair of the Schenectady County Legislatures, to address our graduates. Gary.
Thank you, Ann. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am honored to serve as a longtime college trustee, and today I bring you greetings in my role as the chair of the Schenectady County Legislature. The legislature is the proud sponsor of SUNY Schenectady, and we are incredibly proud of the class of 2025. At the county, we are always impressed with the innovative work being done at the college and the many ways in which the faculty and staff not only educate, but encourage, advise, and mentor students. We recognize how special SUNY Schenectady is and how much of a jewel it is not only to Schenectady County, but to the Capital Region and to New York State. So let's give everyone a big round of applause. We're understandably proud of our Schenectady County leaders who have been champions of the college since its inception in 1969. For example, the college was pleased to join New York State in funding renovations in the lobby of Elston Hall. The historic lobby is transformed now into a bright and beautiful entranceway. We've also provided funding for the new air traffic control simulator, the HighFlex classroom in Elston Hall, a new chemistry lab with new equipment, and renovations to the Center for Science and Technology. And there is much, much more work to be done. We continue to support the college as you serve our community, transform the lives of your students. Through the Schenectady County Higher Education Promise, Schenectady County residents enrolled in credit-bearing classes at SUNY Schenectady can receive funding to cover the cost of up to 6 credit hours of coursework, and I hope some of you have been able to take advantage of that. It's a fantastic way for us to support county residents and convey the power of a SUNY Schenectady education. to the class of 2025. We salute you. We join you as you celebrate this milestone in your lives. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you, sir. This way.
Good morning, class of 2025. My name is Ray Doyle, and on behalf of the SUNY Schenectady faculty, I want to wish you a very happy graduation day. Congratulations, you have worked so hard for this achievement and really should be proud. Sometimes it's just not easy to follow your dreams, and that's because life isn't always easy, right? It throws curveballs at you at the worst possible times. We're often forced to reevaluate our paths, and feeling defeated can be overwhelming. Then there are the challenges of school itself. Maybe you had always thought of yourself as smart, but then you took classes that made you question that. Or maybe you've never thought of yourself as smart, and so you constantly felt like you couldn't do this. But look at where you are right now. You're sitting out there, a college graduate. Bask in the joy of this day because you absolutely deserve it. There are many things I hope you are taking with you today. One hope I have is that you're leaving here inspired. I hope you've been inspired by something you learned in a class or by a conversation with a classmate or with a professor. You know, I'm really lucky to do what I do because I'm gifted with your stories every semester, whether that's through class discussion or in your speech topics or even in my office. Your drive to keep going in the face of the toughest obstacles simply amazes me. I see your bravery when you share these stories during class. I hope you know the impact you've had by doing that, and I hope you've listened to each other's stories during your time here, because if you have, I know you've been inspired like me. I also hope you are leaving here today with the realization that your actions, your words, they have power. When our son was little, we called him the mayor. He's your little politician, people told us. He's so charming, they said. This kid somehow always got something extra out of servers at restaurants, extra gummy worms, extra maraschino cherries, even an extra donut on a donut sundae that he absolutely did not need. We always responded by saying we hope someday he uses his powers for good. Well, he's finishing 8th grade now, and I can proudly say that so far he has. When he was in 5th grade, one of his friends started making homophobic comments towards his best friend, and his response was, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being gay, and then he said, if you don't stop, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. When he was in 7th grade, he started hearing people say racist things while they were gaming. Again, he called them out on their behavior. You see, my kid, he's not afraid to lose friends to stand up for what's right. Be like my son. Use your actions and your words. Use your actions and your words for good. Use your knowledge to educate people out of their ignorance. You have more power than you could possibly realize, and sometimes you think of just the right way of saying something that gets people to rethink their views. We as faculty know from conversations with you that you are deeply concerned about things that are going on in the country right now. Act on your concerns. Use your words to stand up for what you believe in. Don't choose silence. Silence won't bring about change, but using the power of your voice might. Continue to be brave in the face of adversity. My last hope is that you are leaving here today with a love for learning. You probably didn't love all the work attached to that learning, but do you remember the first time you were able to use something you learned during a dinner conversation, or the first time you were able to play or sing that difficult piece of music, or cook that dish that seemed impossible? The moment when you realize that what you're learning in your classes has meaning brings pure joy. I hope your experiences here have given you that joy. It makes you want to continue learning. And I don't necessarily mean through formal education, although that's good too. I just want you to always be curious, and don't be afraid to not know the answer. If you don't know, take the time to look up more. If something doesn't sound quite right, like on social media, look it up. You've got the tools to evaluate the quality of sources, so question the things you hear and look for more information. Always remember there are no limits to your learning unless you choose not to continue to grow. I'd like to end with a quote from guitarist Frank Zappa. "A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it is not open." Congratulations, class of 2025. Enjoy your special day.
Thank you, Professor Doyle. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Angelo Mazzone, SUNY Schenectady's alumni and founder of the Mazzone Hospitality. Angelo, I can call him that because we are good friends, is a visionary in the hospitality industry whose entrepreneurial spirit has shaped the Capital District's dining and catering landscape. His journey began at SUNY Schenectady School of Hotel, Culinary Arts and Tourism, where he earned his AAS degree in hotel and restaurant management in Yes. Okay. He later completed his bachelor's degree at the University of New Haven. His career launched in 1981 with the purchase of Peggy's Restaurant, which led to the creation of Mansion Catering. Soon after, he opened Papa Sico's Pizza and Pasta Emporium. And then in 1988, he acquired Glenn Sanders Mansion, which became a cornerstone for growth. Over the decades, Mr. Mazzone opened more than a dozen restaurants and countless catering locations throughout the Capital District and beyond. Mazzone Hospitality expanded further with the success of prime business dining. Family and teamwork have always been at the heart of Angelo's journey. Friends, please join me in welcoming Mr. Angelo Mazzone to the podium.
So the year was 1974. I don't think most people were born there yet. Some might, but not a lot. Thank you, President Morno, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished members of the faculty, proud parents, grandparents, and extended family and friends. To the graduate class of 2025, congratulations to each of you for completing this important step in your journey at the extraordinary Schenectady County Community College. It's a great honor to celebrate this proud moment with you, as your commitment, hard work, and perseverance have paid off. Please allow me to take a moment to recognize one very special graduate. Amongst the cap and gowns today is my grandson, Braden Otis. I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait to see where your journey takes you. To all of you, I'm confident that you are more than ready in the next chapter of your life. Whether you're entering the workforce within the major you listed on your diploma or continuing on with your education, now is the time to discover your true passion. Some of you may even find yourselves pursuing careers that are completely different from your major you graduated with, and that's okay. What matters is that the experience you've had here have built a strong foundation that will guide you in the right direction. Okay, centuries ago when I graduated at the The keynote speaker expressed his confidence that we're fully prepared to step into the real world. With all due respect, class of 2025, you don't need me to tell you that. You've already been living in the real world. Your college years have coincided with time of great adversity, and you are the generation our world needs now more than ever. We need your insight, your energy, and your willingness and thoughtfully engage in solving some of the toughest challenges that face us. My hope is that your time at SCCC has helped shape you into thoughtful listeners, accountable leaders, and brave communicators. Engage in a courageous dialogue, lead with empathy, and assume the best intention of others, because that is always the best foot forward. These skills generously, the world needs exactly what you have to offer. As I share some of my stories with you today, I encourage you to reflect not on just what you want to do, but who you want to become. Not only in your career path, but in your life as a whole. First, whenever you set out toward a destination, know with absolute certainty you will encounter all kinds of unexpected twists and turns along the way. Not everything in life will be positive, and sometimes your greatest lessons and your deepest rewards come from the negatives and setbacks and the hard moments. Embrace them. These are where resilience is built. Challenge your assumptions and stay open to possibilities. The way you respond to the unexpected shape more than your path. They shape your character, lending you toward what truly excites and motivates you. Second, as you face big decisions, you may sometimes feel tempted to follow a path that others do. If you challenge you to listen to your gut, follow your passion, trusting your heart, pursue what you truly love. And if that changes along the way, that's okay. Third, just as you made a decision to attend Schenectady County Community College, a very important choice you make from this day forward is an opportunity, an act of enrollment, whether you're accepting a job, investing in a friendship, signing a lease, or making a financial commitment. Each decision is a chance to commit to being accountable, to learn, and to grow. It's important to set aspirational goals and go after what you want in life. But speaking as someone who never had a 5-year plan, I found that some of the most exciting moments come at a compelling idea knocked unexpectedly at my door, and I was willing to open it and walk through. I tell people that the harder you work, the luckier you get. Stay open to the upside of possibility. Don't be afraid to stretch into the things that may scare you. That's often where the magic begins. Speaking of magic, I want to take you back to 1991, the first time I was on the receiving end of a magical moment at every turn. I took my family to Disney World for a vacation, and I'm forever grateful I did. That trip was one of the best experiences of hospitality I ever encountered. It was where my admiration for Walt Disney began, and he began the #1 role model that I emulated from that point on. I read all of Walt Disney's books, the best one being Be Our Guest. I ended up incorporating Disney's teaching into all of our training programs across every department throughout the years. I took a simple quote out of the Disney workbook that became my mantra, a symbol of a foundation of what I wanted to create. The quote being, "Don't anybody forget, it all started with a mouse." To me, that one line represented the purchase of my first restaurant in the very beginning of my career. My love of food was ingrained in me from early age, growing up in an Italian family. Food was the centerpiece of daily life, especially during events and celebrations. Birthdays, anniversaries, new babies, a lot of saint days, visiting family from out of town. There was always more food than anyone could consume. Into my adolescence, and my love for support grew just as strong for my love for food. I found both purposes and pride of being a student athlete at Burnham High School in Massapequa, Long Island. I thrived as a leader, serving as the captain of 3 sports. When I graduated from high school, I had every intention of pursuing a career in physical education. I dreamed of becoming a coach. After being recruited to wrestle on the collegiate level at Hudson Valley in Troy, I moved upstate to New York to enroll in their physical education program. During my first year, over and over, I heard this message from my professors: coaching jobs are hard to come by, and the pay isn't that great. It wasn't for me. It forced me to think seriously about my future, and I soon realized coaching might not be the right path for me after all. So I made a pivot. For my second year of college, I transferred to Schenectady County Community College after being accepted into the School of Hotel and Restaurant Management program. The program was still new, and my class was only the third group enrolled. That decision turned out to be one of the most important ever made, and I successfully graduated in 1974. I continued my education for 2 more years at the University of New Haven in Connecticut, where I studied hotel administration. A few months away from graduation, I learned about an opportunity back in Schenectady at Union College. At the time, the food and beverage service on campus was operated by a large outside corporation. The college had plans to create an on-campus restaurant and bar aimed at encouraging students to stay on campus rather than frequenting local bars. In my interview, they explained that the construction needed to be complete, full staff needed to be hired and trained, menus needed to be developed, equipment purchased, and licenses secured. It was a monumental task, but I was 22 years old and I knew everything. Like you guys all do. Okay, maybe I thought I knew everything. I was 22 years old, but I had confidence and drive that came through. They took a chance on me. I was offered the job. What was the expectation? To be open and operating by March. I had 2 months. After graduating on January 6th, I started my job on January 7th. I poured my mind, body, and heart into the opportunity. When the spring semester arrived, the response was overwhelming. Rave reviews, real accolades. 2 years later, and luck and hard work would have it, the large corporate food service company was terminated, and I was hired to take over all the aspects of the food and beverage operation at Union College. And believe me, I lobbied hard for that job. I wanted to do it all. Soon we were serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner to over 2,000 students every single day and catering special events all across the campus. It was a massive undertaking, but exactly where I wanted to be. In November of 1980, I leaped at my next big challenge. I left Union College to open my own small diner-style restaurant on State Street, which is right down this Route 5. I was 28 years old, starting out with very little money, but a whole lot of motivation. In November of 1980, I leaped at my next big challenge after leaving Union College, my very own small diner. We began with just 4 full-time staff members and 2 part-timers, but it didn't stay small for long. Before I knew it, we grew a team of 10 full-time people and 8 part-time employees in the restaurant called Peggy's, became a local favorite serving thousands of customers. Not being one to stop, at the day, we did a creative with the space, launching a weekly Friday event series from May through September called TGIF, bringing live bands, setting outdoor bars, transferring the back of the restaurant to a festive gathering place. I was always present, shaking hands and meeting people here. My second core motto was develop. It's about building relationships. Everything changed when the property located at Glenn Sanders Mansion in Scotia went on the market. The Glenn Sanders Mansion, a beautiful historic private residence with a big lawn right on the Mohawk River, which is right over there. I'd fallen in love with the property and the deep history of the building. After the resident hired Mazzone Catering for multiple events, and many hosted on the beautiful lawn that was sitting on the river, it went up for sale. I went after it. I hired someone to help me develop a marketing plan that introduced the vision of transferring the property into a catering facility and restaurant. When it was ready, I marched into local banks armed to share my vision and determination. Who could possibly turn this dream down? Every single one of them. They all turned down. Even a close friend in business looked at me and said, "You're spending $1.3 million. Where? Nobody even knows where Scotia is." Everyone advised against it. They thought it was out of my mind. But once again, I went in with my gut, and deep down, I knew it was the right move. Interesting enough, just 4 doors down from Peggy's was Key Bank on State Street. The president of the Schenectady region and his team would come in for coffee almost every day. This is when I built a relationship with each one of them, and that would eventually pay off big time. I'd never approached them about my business loan, mainly because I never imagined they would have the interest. One day out of the blue, the regional president walked in and said, "Show me your plan." I couldn't believe it. I was thrilled. I sat down with him and led him through a full vision for Glenn Sanders Mansion. When I finished, he looked at me and asked, "How much money do you need?" I said, $1.3 million plus. He replied, "I can't do that, but I can lend you $990,000. If the loan request hits $1 million, it has to go to corporate office in Cleveland, and they'll deny it definitely." So I asked, "What about the rest of the money?" He simply said, "We'll figure it out when time comes." Those words echoed every very first motto I had embraced years earlier. We will figure it out. And so we started building my dream. Then just about 4 months into the project, the president stopped by with an unexpected news. I accepted a position as president of Key Bank in Oregon. I'll be leaving the area. Panic set in. Asked, "What do I do? I'm still short $300,000 to $500,000. He replied calmly, "When you used all the money you borrowed, go back to them and explain you need more. They already lent you $990,000. They're too deep in to let the project fail, and they have to fund the rest to see it through." And he was right. So in 1989, we opened Glenn Sanders Mansion, and it continued. Right now, it's still in business right across the river. In 1995, we opened a 21-room inn attached to the Glenn Sanders Mansion. There was nothing like it in the market, and it was met with much fanfare, a true testament to the community support and our team's commitment. I would also like to mention that one of the professors that are here today was on that opening team. My daughter, Kim Otis, was the general manager of the inn, and she was outstanding in that position. In 1996, in Saratoga Springs, Mazzone Catering took over food and beverage contract at Saratoga Performing Arts Center, often referred to as SPAC, as well as the Hall of Spring, an historical, world-renowned banquet venue that was considered one of the most beautiful buildings in America, located right on the SPAC grounds. This was a big deal for our company. It was expanding our footprint further into the capital region. We were running both simultaneously with Glenn Sanders and Scotia. To this day, Mazzone Catering continues to facilitate all events at the Hall of Springs. A 30-year run. Not bad. 8 years later, with a solid operation team in place at each business, I started to feel a familiar itch. My instincts were leading me to the realization that the capital region needed a great traditional steakhouse, an upscale restaurant specializing in serving quality meat. We wanted to be different and serve just steak on a plate for $50, with all the sides and additions available a la carte. This was unheard of in the capital region at the time. Again, I was met with lots of skepticism. People said there were plenty of steakhouses around here. They rattled off 5 or 6 places, and I'd said, those are not steakhouses. They're restaurants that happen to have steak option on the menu, usually served with chef's choice of side and salad. A true steakhouse is built around the meat. It's about quality, selection, and giving guests control over every I keep going here. We knew we could do something different, something special. We have set ourselves apart by creating experience at 677 Prime in Albany. We represented the price-value method in both hospitality and food that they would receive. They would gladly pay the price for the entire experience because of how we made them feel. The best glassware, the finest silverware, menus that lit up in dim lighting, and let's not forget the designer pocketbook stools. Create elegance and trendy food and beverage execution service on par with the staff, imagining they were inviting their closest friends over for a meal at their home. I gave the team the freedom to be creative, to find a unique way to exceed expectations. The interior and aesthetics were stunning, unique with a vibe that people would remember. A piano player was at the lounge nightly. My philosophy has always been give people great service and great food, and they will come. In 2008, our upscale steakhouse concept expanded to Saratoga National Golf Club in Saratoga as the exclusive restaurant located in the clubhouse called Prime at Saratoga National. Simultaneously, we also became the exclusive caterer for all events at the club and continue servicing both of them today. Experience and education in every position of an industry is something the hospitality program right here at Schenectady County Community College teaches its students. And it's one of the greatest lessons anyone in this business can learn. Be in the trenches, customer facing, know every position. Most of all, respect every position. I believe that a big part of my success came from being schooled that way. I'm a big believer in the front of the house and back of the house team switching positions for a month. Actually, no matter what field you choose, whether you're in hospitality, tech business, healthcare, that philosophy on occasionally stepping into your coworker's shoes adds immeasurable value to any organization and its employees. Believe it or not, everything I just shared with you is just the beginning of my career and journey, the beginning of what eventually became a company with over 1,100 employees, generating more than $60 million in annual revenue, operating 7 restaurants, off-premise catering division, holding exclusive rights to several premier venues, and overseeing 22 business dining locations, all picked up along the way, one step at a time. So how did I do that? That brings me to motto number 3. The answer is yes. What's the question? It's a phrase I heard from a speaker at a catering convention, and I ran with it. It wasn't just clever, it was powerful. It captured exactly how we approached challenges, clients, and each other. It became a big part of our DNA. The way of thinking, a way of serving, a way of saying, we're in, we'll figure it out, let's go. Speaking of serving, and I don't just mean serving customers at a table, it's the most important part of any industry. I'm talking about service to your internal customers, your coworkers, and your team, and your external customers, your clients, your guests, and the people that show up for you every day. I recently heard a quote that really resonated with me. Service is black and white. Hospitality is in color. And that applies far beyond the restaurant or catering world. Black and white means you're doing your job with competence, accuracy, and efficiency. Color means you make the people feel good about the job you're doing for them. You create an experience. You bring care, empathy, and energy. Doing that adds the color. It isn't always easy. Not everyone can do it naturally. And yes, in some careers involve more difficult, demanding, or successful clientele than others. But when you learn to operate in both black and white and in color, that's when you could truly stand out. And that's when you can make an impact, that when you build something lasting. Now I have to have a little drink of water. Here's a time that perfectly captures what I mean by bringing color to service. One summer night in one of the busiest high-end restaurants, the place was packed with energy and buzzing, and everything is running full steam. In the middle of the rush, I overheard the guest tell their server, "All I really want is a meatball sub." Now, this was a fine dining restaurant, and for the server, he knew going back to the executive chef in the kitchen with such a request on an intense night would, well, let's just say, wouldn't be received well. So he gently encouraged the guest to choose something from the dinner menu, but I quietly stepped in and went to the kitchen telling the chef, "Do not send out the entree course to that table till I get back." I ran out, literally, to a nearby local spot that served meatball subs. I bought one, brought it back to the restaurant, plated it on fine china, covered it with a silver plate cover, and server delivered it to the table. Lifted the cover, and the entire table lit up with surprise and laughter. That guest got exactly what he wanted, and the members of my team was seen as a hero. That's how I took care of our customers, and more importantly, my staff saw that. They understood that I would go to any length to make a guest feel valued, and I expected them to do the same, and they did. They did it when I wasn't there, and they continued doing it, going lengths. That's the color I'm looking for, aren't we all? Class of 2025, what do I hope you take away from my stories? There was no 5-year plan or straight path to follow. There was passion, hard work, risk-taking, staying humble, doing little things right, and drive to exceed customer expectations always. There were 3 mottos representing the foundation of my dreams. We'll figure it out. Strive to build relationships, and the answer is yes. What's the question? In closing, I'd like to share something personal with all of you today. Something I hope will stay with you long after you leave this ceremony and continue your journey. Throughout my life, I built what many would call a successful career. But in doing so, I made a mistake. A mistake that now, with time, I see clearly. I didn't make enough time for my family, my spouse, my children or grandchildren, the people who stood by me through thick and thin. I convinced myself that I was trying. I told myself I showed up when I could and that I made an effort. But too often, that effort was just a quick visit or a rush phone call, squeezed in between endless obligations. Looking back, I realized that the biggest regret, because no matter what you achieve, no matter how far you go or how high you climb, none of it will feel truly complete if you don't have people you love by your side. My wife, Mary, always tells me, "I'm there, but not present. Your mind is always wandering." As I enter the next chapter of my life, semi-retired, I'm doing everything I can to be fully present with the ones I love. I learned the hard way that success means nothing if it comes at the cost of connection, love, and being there for the people who mattered most. They will be your greatest achievement. They will be your true legacy. As you leave Schenectady County Community College today, I want you to remember these important 2 words: make time. You've earned your degree. It's time to go out there and make your mark on the world. Go give it everything you got. Go build a life, one filled with purpose, passion, and people who love you. Class of 2025. Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your momentable day. And remember, it all started with a mouse, so go catch yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mazon. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Imani Romain Bathley. Imani, who is the college's student trustee, is graduating with a degree in liberal arts, psychology concentration, She served as vice president of the International Club and as a member of the Student Activities Board, Student Government Association, Faculty Student Association Board as well. Imani will be transferring this fall to the University at Albany for a bachelor's degree in psychology. She plans to pursue a career as a high school guidance counselor. Please join me in welcoming Imani to the podium.
I'm gonna try not to cry, so. Good morning, graduates of 2025, friends, family, and honored guests. I am so excited to be here today. Before I get started, I want to tell you my favorite saying. It takes a village to raise a child. I love seeing all your supporting faces, so please, graduates, give them a round of applause. I also want to thank a few people. My mom for never giving up on me, even when I gave her a multitude of reasons to. She stays by my side, even at my big age. I also want to thank my pain in the behind dad. Even though he couldn't make it here today, he kept on pushing me to go back to school, and I'm so glad he did. I also want to thank my posse in this front row here! Yeah! Trio! And ASAP over there, I see you. And those snow days, because phew, those were heaven sent. Now to start, I grew up in Jamaica, Queens. Shout out to all my NYC natives out there! You see so many people doing so many big things. I was intimidated. And then I realized my journey was my own. I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be a dancer. I'm gonna be a nurse. I'm gonna be a teacher. But then I looked around, it was like, you know what? It's okay not to know what I want to do. And now, as a 25-year-old adult learner with ADHD and a learning disability, or as a third grader told me, a different ability, coming back to school after graduating high school in 2018, I feel great about the decisions I made in life because I don't know where I would be today if I didn't. After high school, I went to Queensborough Community College. I was always trying to fit in with the crowd. That unfortunately meant not going to classes sometimes. Sorry, Mommy. Always trying to show off and look my best. Do you want to know what I realized? Those same people didn't care what I did. It was all in my head. Those same people went to class and did their best. When COVID struck, I decided to look inside myself and see what I wanted to change. When I look back on that time, it feels like I was living life on fast forward, jumping from idea to idea, ambition to ambition, switching from job to job, and learning about myself at light speed. Throughout all those changes, whether I was dreaming of being a nail tech, adopting my first kitten, or moving house for what felt like the 100th time, my village was there to support me. My friends listened to my endless list of ambitions with unwavering support. My family guided me with wisdom at each crossroad, without ever forcing me down a certain path. Everyone stuck with me, walking by my side down each path I chose until I found the right fit and made this decision to go back to school. In fall of 2023, I started here at SCCC. I have grown so much in my time here. I joined SGA my first semester. As a senator, we then went to the Capitol building and spoke to legislators to advocate for SUNY schools. I went to my first ever SUNY SA conference. My third semester here, I became student trustee and vice president of International Club, which was huge for me. It opened so many doors and gained me so many new connections. Being here at SUNY Schenectady helped me realize that I want to help people. But getting to this conclusion wasn't easy. There were many nights where I thought I would fail, and I thought I would let my family and friends down. I realized I just needed to calm down and trust God, and everything would be okay. I came to school so many times saying, hey, I want to do this, or just sat there bawling my eyes out because I thought I couldn't. But I had to tell myself it would be okay. Everything happens for a reason. My journey is different from others. So as you walk across the stage today, whether you'll be an adult learner, a high schooler, or whatever the case may be, realize it's okay to walk your own path and not to live up to anybody else's expectations. And know that I am proud of each and every one of you. You may not know it, but I have seen every one of your faces studying, working hard. And I am so proud to call you my fellow graduates. So, congratulations, graduates, and thank you to our village. Thank you.
Thank you, Imani. Thank you very much for providing that empowering speech to the class of 2025. May I invite my colleague, Dr. Mark Meacham, our Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Meacham, please.
Graduates, your moment has arrived. Will all the candidates receiving an associate's degree, certificate, or microcredential please rise and remain standing? President Mono, on behalf of the faculty of SUNY Schenectady, I have the honor of presenting these SUNY Schenectady candidates for graduation for the 2024-25 academic year.
By the authority vested in me by the SUNY Schenectady Board of Trustees and by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, and acting upon their behalf, it is an honor to confer the degrees with all the rights and privileges appertaining hereto. Candidates, you may be seated. Dr. Meacham.
Imani Romaine Bartley, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology concentration. Jasmati Lutuan, Certificate, Computer Repair and Networking, High Honors, Associate in Science, Computer Sciences, High Honors. Devyani Singh, Certificate, Entrepreneurship, High Honors. Hanif Thompson, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, History concentration. Manoj Lachman, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Networking Systems and Cybersecurity, High Honors. Farida Chand Mohan, Associate in Applied Science, Human Services, High Honors. Alicia Balgobin, Associate in Science, Human Services, High Honors. Liliana Jalin Soto, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology concentration. Corey J. Bubb, Associate in Science, Programming for Game Design, Honors. Nabila Naim Nasiri, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Communication Concentration. Gisela Maria Barrett, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology, High Honors. Mackenzie Nicole Horton, Associate in Science, Performing Arts, Music, High Honors. Cassandra Sawicki, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Azil Arul, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, High Honors. Tashima Reed, Certificate, Music. Nelise Rios, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences. Merrick McDonald, Certificate, Digital Music and Beats Production. Aileen J. Alvarado Franco, Certificate, Digital Music and Beats Production. Fiona L. Allen, Certificate, Music, Honors. Sheila Bellinger, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Asada S. Hood, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration, Honors. Latasha Lynn Rivera, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Helen Cox, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal. Davina Diaram, Certificate, Health Studies. Rebecca Cecil, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Aaliyah Colon, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Julie L. Hasbrook, Certificate, Health Studies. Theophilus Adjuic, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Georgia Clark, Associate in Science, Nutrition, High Honors. Munwadi Permal Mango, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting, High Honors. Timothy Bemis, Associate of Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Devani Ramnath, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Emily R. Bulla, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Sheree Scott, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Alexis R. Haley, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Olivia Handy, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Nicholas Adrian Duell, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Mathematics and Science, High Honors. Joshua Flood, Associate in Science, Computer Science. Abigail Dibus, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Sarah Griffin, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Honors. Gina Barbalace, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Honors. Josiah Megnoth, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science, Biology concentration. Brian Hernandez Lopez, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Biology concentration, Honors. Ashwarya A. Asweem, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. And Associate in Science, Nutrition, Honors. Michaela Rahimi, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer, Honors. Kemraj Suknanan, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science with Biology concentration. Andrea Nicole Cruz, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting, High Honors. Najee Knuckles, Associate in Science, Human Services. Tammy Thomas, Associate in Science, Human Services, Honors. Conley Ryder, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science, High Honors. Varsha Kaiwa, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Makai Israel DePerna, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Rachel Abreu, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice. Catherine C. Caziazzo, Certificate, Computer Repair and Networking. Althea Gomez, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Networking Systems and Cybersecurity. Donnell S. McNeil, Associate in Applied Science, Craft Beer Brewing. Desiree L. Pierce, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Adriana G. Ramjatin, Associate in Science, Nutrition. Andrew Roach, Certificate, Teaching Assistant. You're all set. Luther Smart, Certificate, Assistant Chef. Crystal L. Service, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, High Honors. Logan Service, Associate in Science, Business Administration, Honors, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Elgin Taylor II, Certificate, Digital Music and Beats Production. LeVar R. Beeks, Associate in Science, Human Services, Honors. Jennifer Bates, Associate in Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling, and Associates in Applied Science, Human Services. Tashara S. Lacanti, Certificate, Direct Support Professional. Bianca Justine Melillo, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer, High Honors. Wendy Allen, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer, High Honors. Leo Alvarez Guzman, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Jake Herder, Associate in Science, Performing Arts, Music. Rowan T. Breen, Associate in Applied Science, Music Audio Technology, Associate in Science, Performing Arts, Music. Nancy Lynn Strang, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Stephanie Caroline Mateus Much, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Michael P. Sinbaldi, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Joseph Joyce, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer. Maximilian Zonas, Associate in Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, History Concentration, Honors. Maxim Rush, Associates, Gaming and Program Design, High Honors. Ryan Cunningham, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Communication Concentration, High Honors. Chizuko Allen, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal. Nadia Alvarez Guzman, Certificate, Medical Coding and Billing, Honors. Aya Sharif Himnat, Associate in Science Nutrition, honors. Jezebel Lee J. Raylene, Associate in Science Business Administration, high honors. Jessica Zink, Certificate, Chemical Dependency Counseling, honors. Betty A. Hassinger, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, honors. Zoe Farrell, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Nija Williams Apia, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Psychology concentration. Shazia Salihi, a Certificate in Health Studies and Associate in Science Nutrition. Zanab Papal, Certificate Health Studies. Zaikwa Paplatsi, Certificate Health Studies. Vincent Murado, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology, high honors. Associate in Science, Performing Arts, Music, high honors. Olawatusen Osepitan, Certificate Health Studies. Brianna Dizalo, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, honors. Robert Titus, Associate in Science, Programming for Game Design. Michael J. Huckins, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, high honors. Darren Seagobin, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Biotechnology, honors. Gabrielle Polin, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, high honors. Janema Bisong, Associate in Science, Human Services, Psychology concentration. Alexander James, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology. Ayana M. James, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Alicia Beechand, Associate in Science, Business Administration, honors. Dunya Akari, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer. Thomas Roll, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Michael Dworak, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Micah Goss, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, high honors. Diego Torres, Associate in Applied Science, Hotel and Restaurant Management, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Andrew Claus, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Devin Khalif, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Anya Wellspeak, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, High Honors. Lydia Hulbert, Associate in Applied Science, Hospitality and Tourism Management, High Honors. Mohammed Shahabuddin, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Mathematics and Science. Elizabeth Christina Mendonca, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences. Rebecca Permal, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice. Ritika Diane Sadhu, Associate in Science, Nutrition. Anjali Ramjatan, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science. Marcia Ann Marie Rahman, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science. Madeline Tracy Wood, Associate in Science, Aviation Science, Honors. Paula A. Murillo Nunez, Associate in Science, Aviation Science, Honors. Joselina Ortiz, Certificate, Digital Music and Beats Production, High Honors. Hannah Worndenley, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Antonio McGuire, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Willamali Barboza, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Raheem Frost, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Alicia Deere, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Jocelyn Soto, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Faith Anne-Marie Pilbeam, Associate in Applied Science, Hotel and Restaurant Management, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, High Honors. Colleen Chest, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. Braden Otis, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Jean Stuppelman, Associate in Applied Science, Hospitality and Tourism Management. Jaden Mignot, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology. Raymond A. Franco, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Mathematics and Science, Associate in Science, Computer Science, Honors. Tamesh Yirprasad, Associate in Science, Computer Science, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Mathematics and Science, High Honors. Mathis H. Sewell, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Math and Science, Associate in Science, Computer Science. Stanny Saldana, Associate in Science, Computer Science, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Math and Science, High Honors. Crystal Ragobir, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science. Taslima Baksh, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science. Brandon J. Rios, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Information Systems. Angelise E. Morales, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Ashley Birju, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Kaylin C. Stark, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Honors. Jessica Backus, Associate in Science, Business Administration, High Honors. Rosie Luz Caceres, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration, Honors. Ebony Munoz, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Honors. James Thornton, Associate of Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, High Honors. Daniel Van Buren, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Teacher Education Transfer, Honors. Noah Joseph Wiley, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration, Honors. Yuta Duffy, Associate in Science, Business Administration, Honors. Ariana C. Matos Rodriguez, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration, High Honors. Adriana Gallietta, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration. Eric Emmons, Associate in Science, Business Administration, High Honors. Jasmine L. Brown, Associate in Science, Human Services, Honors. Karina A. Kujbahari, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science with Biology Concentration, Honors. Ariana P. Depu, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice. Crystal Deosarin, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science with Biology Concentration. Andrew Killian, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Networking Systems and Cybersecurity. Christopher Raffan, Associate in Science, Programming for Game Design. Zoe Alexis Holly, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration, Honors. Jade A. Rowlandson, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, High Honors. Elijah Dutson, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Nicholas Dunnels, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Communication Concentration, Honors. Anisha Mong Fuentes, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science with Biology Concentration, Honors. Naomi Kanaya, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Charles Reed, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Lenora Jofield, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Rashawn Stevenson, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Kareem Stevenson, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Bibi Shaniza Bizram, Certificate, Health Studies. Tanuja Gubharden, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Marcita Tasnim Shafuleh, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, Psychology Concentration. Manal Shafula, Certificate, Health Studies, Honors. Moses Torres, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology, Honors. Soham Kapila, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology, Honors. Jacob Hatfield, Associate in Applied Science, Music, Audio Technology, Associate in Science, Performing Arts, Music, Honors. Noah Solt, Associate in Science, Performing Arts and Music. Peter J. Fitzsitzi, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood, Honors. Erica Larrabee, Certificate, Medical Coding and Billing, High Honors. Siriana Grace Hockford, Associate in Science, Business Administration, Honors. Gerald P. Bond, Associate in Science, Business Administration, Honors. Sheldon D. Jenks, Associate in Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Science. Divishali Saw, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Jessica Peku, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice. Alana Miku, Certificate Health Studies. Maiku, my apologies. Certificate in Health Studies. Parshram Paranand, Associate in Science Business Administration, High Honors. Jared Wackenheim, Associate in Science Business Administration, Honors. Mubashra N. Warwick, Associate in Science, Business Administration, Honors. Wesley James Alexander Rush, Associate in Science, Business Administration, High Honors. Elena Lockhart, Associate of Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Hotel and Restaurant Management, Honors. Ashley Dillard, Certificate, Health Studies, High Honors. Kaylin Cattle and Guest, Associate in Science, Teacher Education, Honors. Jocelyn Kirkley, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Aaliyah K. Outlaw, Associate in Art, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Communication Concentration, High Honors. Katina Robin Gamble, Certificate, Music, Honors. Matthew N. Leeper, Associate in Applied Science, Craft Beer Brewing. Selena Pacheco, Associate in Arts, Humanities, Psychology Concentration. Thomas Stallmer, Associate in Applied Science, Music Audio Technology, Honors. Lauren Buse, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Benjamin Berini, Associate in Occupational Studies, Culinary Arts. Archer Abbott, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
Well, maybe this is a moment you will always cherish. May this moment be a moment that you always cherish. Graduates of 2025, you may now stand. And may I please ask you to move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. Congratulations. As this commencement ceremony draws to a close, I want to thank the SUNY Schenectady School of Music for providing us with the music that helps us celebrate the class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Please remain in place until all graduates have recessed to their families and vision supporters. This concludes the commencement exercise for 2025.